In this video, we will show you how to replace your transfer case shift motor on this Dodge Dakota. This is located directly on your transfer case under your vehicle. Let's get into it. Okay friends, let's safely make our way underneath the center of the vehicle and find our transfer case. If you were to look along the front of the transfer case, you'll find the actuator. To start removing this, we're going to start by making our way up by the electrical harness. To easily remove this, we'll use an angled pick. We'll carefully grab onto this red tab and press it up and away from the connector. At this point, it's unlocked. Reach up there, squeeze the locking tab, and pull it out of position. Every time you disconnect an electrical connector, take a peek. If you see any funny colors, it's corrosion, and that would have to be dealt with. This one looks fine. We'll set it aside. With the electrical connector disconnected, we'll continue on to our three 10mm headed mounting bolts. You'll find two out in the open. The other one's up above the drive shaft. For this, I'll use a 10mm ratchet wrench. Now we can switch tools for the easier to access ones. Let's hold on to the motor, remove our final bolt. Remove the motor. There it is, friends. With that transfer case shift motor out of the way, we're going to continue on to looking at the transfer case itself. What we're looking for is to see if there's any debris or remaining gasket in the area. If there is, remove it. Let's wipe this down. Now it's time to prepare our transfer case shift motor. Look at the base, make sure it's clean and free of any debris, and look around this outer circle. You can tell that there's a groove. If you have any existing gasket in there, remove it. Install a brand new O-ring into this area. Once you have that in place, we'll continue on with our installation. Now, before we put our transfer case motor up onto here, we need to pay attention to the shaft coming out of the transfer case. Where I have my pick, you can see that the groove is different than all the rest of the grooves. Looking at your transfer case shift motor, you can see the exact same thing. We want to make sure that we align those two areas as we put this into place. Give it a little spin as needed. Assuming it's on there properly, all three of your mounting bolt holes should line up. At this point, you would want to continue on to torquing each of the mounting bolts to 16 foot-pounds. This one right here is a little bit more difficult to torque. Just make sure it's nice and snug. Now it's time to reconnect the electrical connector. For this, we'll press it all the way in and listen for a click. Once you've heard the click, continue on to pressing in the red locking tab. With it in the fully locked position, take hold of it and try to give it a wiggle. Okay friends, we fully installed our transfer case shift motor. At this point, you can make your way out from underneath the vehicle, start it up, put it in drive. While in four-wheel drive, test the functionality of the transfer case shift motor. Assuming it works perfectly, take it for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.